of people love singing along to their favorite songs. In the car, in the shower, at a party. Of course, there's usually a noticeable difference in pitch between the recorded singer and the person singing along. This is because the person singing along only relies on their natural voice, while the recorded singer has the benefit of a producer using autotune to correct their notes. Autotune wasn't discovered in a recording studio. In fact, according to CNN Business in a 2015 article, it was developed by mathematical genius Dr. Andy Hildebrand in 1996. He based the software off of seismic data processing techniques. He found that not only could he help companies find oil, he could help singers find the right notes. The software was dubbed Autotune, and music producers began using it subtly and secretly. In 1998, however, Cher released her song Believe, which was the first prominent use of autotune with the alien-like vocals. No longer was autotune an industry secret, and no longer was it only being used subtly. According to music and culture journalist Emma Madeline in a 2019 article for Red Bull, the producer of Believe, Mark Taylor, actually tried to cover up his use of autotune. He claimed he'd used a vocoder pedal to create the effects instead. Dr. Andy Hildebrand came out and said around the time that he had not intended autotune to be used like that. He had only intended it to be used for subtle pitch correction. Now that both the general public and music producers were aware of autotune's existence and capability, many artists began experimenting with it. Rapper T-Pain, in an interview for the 2021 Netflix docuseries This Is Pop, stated that the songs If You Had My Love by Jennifer Lopez and Believe by Cher inspired him to start working on software for his own unique sound. A year later, he started using autotune and his music changed forever. Of course, T-Pain's sound and style were not without criticism. In the early 2000s, many other rappers publicly denounced his sound, yet still asked him to do the hooks for their songs. This is so they could maintain their image, but also cash in on the popular technique. It wasn't until Kanye West in 2008 released his album 808 and Heartache that autotune became a respectable tool. Pop icon Britney Spears doused her sixth album Circus with the software, especially her single Womanizer. The Black Eyed Peas used similar techniques as Mark Taylor for their song Boom Boom Pow. Autotune was everywhere, even mainstream rap artists started using it. As almost anything in the mainstream media tends to, autotune sprouted many controversies. At the 2009 Grammy Awards, Death Cab for Cutie, an alternative rock band, wore blue ribbons pinned to their lapels to protest the widespread use of autotune. Jay-Z came out with the piece Death of Autotune to diss Kanye West and T-Pain for their use of autotune. The main argument from critics was that autotune took away what made music, mostly vocals, human. Today, the use of autotune has become standard. According to music and pop culture journalist Claire Desenberg in an article for the University of California, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok have become the breeding ground for musicians to make names for themselves. While some popular artists, such as Bella Poarch and Charli D'Amelio, have a background in musical credibility, some others possess lesser backgrounds, such as Addison Rae. All three artists, however, have made use of autotune and a similar software for their music. However, Charli D'Amelio, despite a musical background with violin, piano, and vocals, has faced a lot of backlash for heavy disapproval for her autotune usage. Even though autotune has risen to become an industry standard, an industry go-to even, its usage still sparks debate even today. If you would like to learn more about autotune, its history and usage, I would recommend watching the 2021 Netflix docuseries This Is Pop. Thank you for listening to my speech.